Good morning, viewer. Welcome to our FOSAAC TV. Here's the breaking news from USA. Yes, when Joe Biden and Xi Jinping first got to know each other more than 10 years ago, the US and China had been moving closer for 3 decades despite their differences. The trajectory of the relationship is nothing but positive, and it's overwhelmingly in the mutual interest of both our countries. Biden said in 2011 when as Vice President, he visited Beijing to build a personal relationship with China's then leader in waiting. Seated next to Xi in a Beijing hotel, Biden told a room of Chinese and American business leaders about his great optimism about the next 30 years for bilateral relations and praised Xi for being straightforward. Only friends and equals can serve each other by being straightforward and honest with them. He said, on Monday, the two leaders are set to meet each other for another honest exchange in Bali, Indonesia, on the sidelines of the group of 20 summits, but the mood in the room is unlikely to be as balmy as the surrounding location. The positivity and optimism of a decade ago has been replaced by mutual suspicion and hostility. When Biden returned to the White House as president, he was handed a US-China relationship in its worst shape in decades, with tensions flaring across trade, technology, geopolitics, and ideology. The upcoming meeting, the first in-person encounter between Biden and Xi since the US president took office, comes at a crucial time for both leaders, having further consolidated his power at last month Communist Party Congress. Xi is heading into the meeting as the strongest Chinese leader since Mao Zedong. Biden, meanwhile, arrived in Asia following a better than expected performance by his party in the US midterm elections, with the Democrats projected to keep the Senate in a major victory. Asked Sunday whether the results allowed him to go into Monday's face-to-face with a stronger hand, Biden voiced confidence. "I know I am coming in stronger," he told to the reporters. The stakes of their much anticipated meetings are high in a world reeling from Russia's invasion of Ukraine, the COVID-19 pandemic, and the devastation of climate change. The two major powers need to work together more than ever to instill stability instead of driving deeper tensions along geopolitical fault lines. But expectations for the meeting are low, locked in an intensifying great power rivalry. The US and China disagree with each other on just about every major issue, from Taiwan, the war of Ukraine, North Korea, the transfer of technology to the shape of the world order. Perhaps the only real common ground its two sides share going into the meeting is their limited hopes for what might come out of it. A senior White House official said Thursday Biden wants to use the talks to build a floor for the relationship, in other words, to prevent it from free-falling into open conflict. The main objective of the sit-down is not about reaching agreements or deliverables. The two leaders will not release any joint statement afterward, but about gaining a better understanding of each other's priorities and reducing microconceptions, according to the US official. US National Security Advisor Jack Sullivan reinforced the message Saturday to reporters about Air Force One, noting the meeting is unlikely to result in any major breakthroughs or dramatic shifts in the relationship. Hopes for a reset with Washington are similarly low in Beijing. Xi Winhang, an international relations professor at Renmin University, said it would be an enormous over expectation to believe the meeting can lead to any lasting and significant improvement in bilateral ties. Beyond the report.